All right, we are back, and I got a good one here. The Samsung Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra. I picked it up today. I actually picked it up at Best Buy, and I picked up the book cover keyboard case here. I didn't see a full keyboard cover like we saw on the previous iterations, like I have on the S9 Ultra. I skipped the S10 Ultra last year, for those wondering. New S Pen redesigned here for 2025, and we also have the a slimmer design here, a slimmer tablet, I should say. Improved cameras, supposedly. We're looking at a dynamic AMOLED 2X display, so it should be pretty similar to what we've been seeing, and really a premium tablet. So I'm looking forward to checking this out. Again, with the book cover, so to be more productive. They have an improved DeX apparently, and some other improvements throughout the tablet we'll get into in this first impressions video. So let's get it out of the box and let's get right to it. Hey everybody, it's Andrew, and this is the Samsung Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra, brand new for 2025. Coming up. Okay, so let's get this out of the box. So we have pull tabs here, so we don't need any knife or anything like that, or at least I don't think I do, as this one didn't really peel off that great. So that is that. And this one over here. Again, same situation. Maybe I will have to use the knife. Yeah. So not a great start, Samsung. And again, I purchased this one with my own money. So just for those wondering, there we go. Always can come in with a handy knife there. And then, of course, let's get this out of the box. We'll do the cover in a moment. Let's get it right side there. Okay, and there she is. And there is the tablet. A little bit lighter, and it feels really thin. I actually think it's thinner this time around. Here is the improved S Pen that we've been hearing about, and very interesting feel to it. It is very different than the previous S Pen. So for those that are looking for a different kind of tip, and this one is looking pretty good so far. Let's put that to the side, and we get some documentation along with the SIM ejection tool, or really for micro SD card slot. And then of course you get your USB Type-C cable right there, and some documentation. No charger in the box once again. Let's get to the unit itself, and let's get this out. And it's in the gray. You could also get it in the silver finish, and this is looking really good so far. So there are your two cameras on the back. You get your pogo pins right there. Very thin, very light. Here are your Ray mics, your volume rocker up and down, your power button, and your micro SD card slot right there. You can see all that. And then on the side, you get two speaker grills here and two speaker grills there. And then you have your USB-C port. That's where you're going to charge this tablet. And that is the dimensions. And then, of course, on the bottom are the pogo pins where you're going to connect the keyboard cover. And so far, looking pretty good. And one difference, of course, this time around, this will stick magnetically to the top instead of the back. So there you can see it. And there you go. You can get a look at it over here. So very thin, very, very light. So that's pretty good. And let's get the keyboard cover here. And once again, we have some pull tabs here. Now, again, this is the slim cover, so I'm not sure if it's even backlit, but we'll find out. I don't think it is, but you never know. And there it is. And there you have it. So that is the layout. Feels pretty good, I guess. Not a cheap accessory. So one of the things I'm not crazy about are these keyboard prices that they're charging for these keyboard cases. This sticks magnetically like that. The way you do it is you put it down like that. You get the pogo pins lined up. This connects automatically, and boom, you're ready to rock and roll right there. And again, the pen sticks magnetically to the top right there. That's where you'll store and charge it. I think you can do it any direction. Yep. So that'll stay like that, and you are ready to rock and roll. Now, let's take a look at the keyboard. Again, no touchpad on this one. I don't think the old accessories will work with it. Of course, I'll check that out, but I don't think that's going to be the case. So you'll have to buy all new accessories. Not a big fan of that, but that is the situation we are in. Let's get a measurement of the weight. Okay, so with just the unit alone, just the tablet, we're looking at 0.699 kilograms or 699 grams. And then, of course, if we add the pen, that is 706 grams, and that would be 0.707 kilograms, and in pounds, 1 pound, 8.9 ounces. And a total travel weight with the keyboard and pen, 1.174 kilograms, and that is 2 pounds, 9.4 ounces for a total travel weight. And while this is booting up for the first time, there you can get a look at that gorgeous AMOLED 2X display, dynamic AMOLED 2X display. So it's very, very, very nice. And there are some improvements overall with the tablet, a little bit lighter and a little bit thinner as well. All right, as we're setting this up for the first time, and we're going to set it up from another Android. No, let's just set it up manually. Let me choose my network and we'll be right back. Okay, it's asking me if I want to use face recognition, fingerprints. Actually, I want to do the fingerprints. I want to see how that's going to work. So let's do pin with fingerprint, and let me make a pin and we'll be right back. Okay, I set up everything in terms of the fingerprint. Now I'm going to log into my Samsung account. I'm using my Fold 7 here. So the Z Fold 7, sign in, and I will be ready to rock and roll on this tablet. Boom, there it goes. And say all, boom. Perfect. And Bixby, I don't know. I don't really want to use Bixby, but whatever. Let's just go through this. All right, so we have a brand new DeX here, or an improved DeX, I should say. Supposedly, we'll see. And this one is going to be a lot easier. You just swipe down instead of going through a lot of menus and so forth. You can see it here. So that is going to be very good. So let's hit start there. So when you have DeX, you can sort of move the screens around, or the windows, I should say. So a lot of customization there, almost Windows-like when it comes to this DeX, right? So almost like Windows 11 type thing. But again, so far looking pretty good, pretty bright. And I like having this. So this is looking really good. And then here you can see you go back into the DeX, or you can go full screen. And there you go. Boom. That is looking good. So I have the 120 hertz enabled here. So that's the adaptive mode. And let's go to my website here. Let's continue as Andrew. Yes, I'm in. Boom, boom. Got it. And let's go back over here. And if I go to my website, let's go to amdtechreviews.com. And there it is. And I can use the pen, everything very smooth and very fluid. So let's take it out of the keyboard cover here, the slim cover, and let's take a look at it top down, as you can see here. So I think it's a little bit bright for the camera. So let me bring it down a little bit. And there you can see that. And so far looking pretty darn good. So this is looking like a great display. And you can say, hello, this is a test of the Notes app with the new S Pen. I know I'm sloppy. And then you can you get your palette there. You can change to the different kind of pens and so forth. And then you can erase and do all that stuff. You have the different things you can do. I think if you hold, and that erases it. So that is looking pretty darn good here so far. All right, let's give it a listen to the quad speakers here. There are AKG tuned. Let's give it a sound test here. I got Never Meant to Be by Gloria Tells. Let's give it a listen.
Never mind what's new with you. Oh, you look so good.
Oh, that sounded really good. I'm very impressed with the sound so far. And I love how thin this is. All right, let's use the keyboard cover a little bit here. Again, to place it into the keyboard cover, you see the 3 pogo pins right there. You just line that up right there. And there you go. It snaps right in. In fact, you could probably see it there. Let's do that again from this angle. So you line this up like that. That automatically comes in. Let's do it again. So you go like this, boom. That automatically snaps into place. So, and then this comes up like this, boom. And now you have it perfectly situated. I think there's only one angle like this, and that's it. So it snaps into place, and the pen stores on the top like that. So looking pretty good. All right, let's do a typing test to see how this feels in terms of the keyboard. Let's give it a listen as well. All right, so the impression as I typed on that, very good in terms of the accuracy. I did a really good job in terms of typing on it. As far as I'm concerned, I was comfortable. A little bit on the shallow side, but not too surprising there. And I think overall, this is a pretty good solution to take with you on the go. Kind of wish you had a touchpad, had the full keyboard cover like we were able to get for the previous iterations. I know I had it with the Tab S9 Ultra. I don't see an option. I looked for it, couldn't buy it, so I bought this one. And speaking of the price, very expensive. I think I spent over $200 for this, on top of the $1,200 for the tablet. So it gets very expensive very quickly. Laptop range in terms of price. So you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? iPad Pro is very expensive, especially you go with the nano texture display and what that brings to the table with the M4 chip, or go with something like the Huawei MatePad Papermate, which is the one that or matte paper, I forget what they call it. Anyway, 13.2 inches. In fact, let's take a look at that right now. All right, so here we have it next to the Huawei MatePad Pro, which is the 13.2-inch tablet that I imported from China. And I'm absolutely loving the paper matte display here. High refresh rate, super bright, one of the nicest displays I've ever used. There is no doubt about it. More reflective on this one, although this one has an anti-reflective coating, but this is something special in terms of this display. Both have high refresh rates. Both are really gorgeous displays. But this paper matte display is something special in my opinion. All right, let me put it through its paces, and I'll do more things with DeX. Obviously, I'll do the performance test. We'll test the battery life, the display, the keyboard. I'm going to take it with me on a trip as well, see how it does in real-world usage. But so far, I'm very impressed with how thin and light this is. They made it thinner, they made it lighter, and you definitely can feel it. Not a huge difference, but definitely noticeable nonetheless. Wish this was a backlit keyboard, as I mentioned, but this is an improved, more sturdy one than the previous one, and especially the way the design is. But it is at a fixed angle, unless there's some other angle that I'm not aware of. But that is what you get here. But it's very slim package to take with you for traveling and so forth. So let me know if there's anything you want me to test on this in addition to the stuff I was just mentioning. I will try to do so. So please hit the like button, please subscribe, please share this video. Don't forget to leave a comment in that comment section below. Let me know how I'm doing, and let me know if there's something out there you think I should review. I'll do my best to try to make that happen. If you happen to be a casual viewer of my content, why not hit that subscribe button? It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps support the channel. We're making our big push for 300,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're on target. And if you're going to buy something like the Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra, why not use the links in the description below? Yes, they are affiliate links. And no, I do not get a huge commission, a small commission to help support the channel. It actually helps keep the lights on here in the studio. So until next time, this is Andrew, and I'll see you in the next video.